Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're all having a wonderful time. Here a quick updated video on Gemling Legionnaire Howa and pillar attribute stacking, and just wanted to show off the changes that I've been running with the last couple of days here. Basically, I managed to get some new items for the character with more attribute scaling, and with that then also made the character a lot faster. And I've been mostly trying to do breaches for some quick currency here, and it's been just blasting through everything. And the only downside with this is that it takes quite a while to pick up all the loot, but I think we'll be alright. There's a new patch coming soon, a big one with most likely some nerfs to the build, but as they haven't said and released it yet, I figured I just show the changes here, and when the patch do come, we'll take it from there basically. So let's just jump right into it, and if you take a look on our stats here right now, I got another level here, 93, and we now have 300, 500 and 500 roughly. And what I did was get 500 dexterity, that's the biggest change, and the reason for that is to get the Tempest Flurry to get 0.07 second on the attack time. And if you can see here, so we are attacking quite fast with this, and this makes it so we also now can move around really quickly, and it's just yeah, really insane. So that's why we are at this number here, so get to that breakpoint basically. So how do we get this? The first and the biggest one was to get the Invictus body armor here, and this was something that I was explaining a little bit in the last video for the upgrades, and I got this for 2 divines, and you get increased attributes per socket, rune or soul core, also increased maximum mana, same here with rune and soul core here. So with this we have 4 sockets on the chest, and we get 20% of each here, which is really nice. And this was the one that we were using last time, and that was to get the spirit basically. We also got some attributes there as well, but spirit part was the most important one here. It made us be able to get 160 spirit, and that's so we could use all of our buff skills basically, with the clarity of course. And now you need to get it somewhere else, and that you get by adding it to your amulet now instead. So for the amulet, it's can be hard to get the 60 spirits, and what I done here is I got it on a solar amulet because you get the spirit base here, and just try to get the base combined with the prefix here, and try to get 60 total or 50 if you are playing without clarity, but I do recommend to use it to really help with the build. So this is something that we did change. So spirit on the amulet now instead. We still all the attributes, everything like that. Found this with rarity, is also nice. But yeah, really awesome. And yeah, soul cores, I put in the all elemental resist on here, just to get ourselves capped basically. So those were the changes to the gear. I think I also changed out my boots, but that's just to make ourselves capped basically. If you take a look on the passive skill tree, we changed a little bit here right now. So now we are more spec'd into attack speed. The first one here is going to be Deep Trance, and we get some attack speed here and also reduce cost of skills, which is really helping keeping that mana cost down. We are now pathing this way up here to grab these, and we also are picking up Falcon Dive. 1% increased attack speed per 250 accuracy, and as we are a Gemling Legionnaire with enhanced effectiveness, we get double effect of our attributes. Dexterity gives us accuracy rating, and yes, we do get quite a bit from this. Let's see here if we can check on our Tempest Flurry for example. We get almost 9k from that, so that's quite a big chunk of attack speed by picking up those points here. And to be able to do all of these moving around, we are speccing out from these lightning rods, for example. We have spec'd out from the crit nodes here as well, but that's something that you can spec back into if you are trying to focus on killing more bosses, for example. But for me right now, I'm only doing maps basically just for breaches, and it worked really well. The damage is still going to be there without the lucky crits basically. And I got some questions about the 6th link. I don't use anyone right now because I haven't got one. But if you do, I would recommend you to use Electrocute for the 6th link. Electrocute makes you so you can't shock, but lightning damage from the support skill contributes to electrocution build-up. And electrocution is really awesome. It not only works as a basically stun, but it's really important because this is used to generate the charges basically. Combat Frenzy here, we get the Frenzy charges when you freeze, electrocute or pin a enemy, and this then get transferred right from resonance to power charges. But the real nice thing here, so this really helps out though to just keep those charges up right when you are going on here, because basically the Herald of Ice and Thunder is what's basically providing most of the charges when we are on the run. And usually when we are mapping, you don't ever run out basically. And when we are on 0, the one that we are using is Stormwave to get started basically. Or also we do have a small chance to freeze, and that's going to be if you do have any added cold damage on your rings, but that was something that we already went through in the last video, and you should have some flat damage here, and this is going to make us able to get some freeze going on before this whole explosion chain goes on basically. And if you do put a 6th link here, do keep in mind that the mana cost of the Tempest Flurry will get increased. And if you don't have enough mana, you won't be able to sustain. I have quite a bit right now, almost 250 mana regen. And for me personally, I don't think it's going to be a problem, but just do keep that in mind. And if you're interested in the Atlas skill tree I'm using, here you have that one, and I basically just went for as much quantity and rarity as I can. Rising Danger is pretty nice, more rare mobs, Twisted Threat for more rares, more mob density, basically what I went for this setup. Deadly Evolution is also really nice. And for breaches, I first went with Crumbling Walls. This just give you a chance to get even more breaches, really strong. And then we went for Frantic Invasion with Rising Pyre. If you want to, on your second one, I would recommend to just go for Grasping Hand instead. And when you get your 3rd point, then you can respec for this tree here. Rising Pyre is really nice, even more monster density, and it just works really great with the monster density you get from the normal tree. And then for bosses, here is where I went: Spoil of War, Quantity, Radiation Waypoint, Crystal Realm, and then lastly Organized Forces. And then there you go, and you can find this on Mobalytics as well on the build guide, which is going to be linked in the description. If you got any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll try to go over them as fast as I can. It's going to be really interesting to see what the patches are going to bring us, what changes are going to happen. But I don't really think that the build is going to be totally bricked, but we might have to invest a little bit more maybe and do some tweaks here and there. Tell me in the comments if you think the build will still be viable after the patch or not. And with that, I'll thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!